Welcome to Section 5 of our LinkedIn Ads video training. In this section, we will talk about 10 do's to apply, 10 don'ts to avoid, premium tools and services, and shocking case studies. We hope you enjoy and get the most out of this training section. 10 do's to apply. Use dynamic ads as often as possible. 50% of current LinkedIn users access LinkedIn from a mobile device, which means that simple text and displays will not make their way into this user's eyeballs. What you will need to do in order to make your content and promotions to reach those users is to create dynamic ads and serve those. Dynamic ads will work better for you as long as your aim remains reaching the most people in your targeted audience as possible. Know who you are targeting and why. Unlike other display networks such as Google, LinkedIn does not target people based on data such as searches and browsing history. Instead, what it does is target people based on personal and career-related data entered by users in the platform, including job titles, seniority or position of authority within their company, skills, industry, and name of the company where they work. This targeting method gives you a greater control over who you market to, because it narrows your audience to a very specific crowd of professionals. So plan carefully when assessing who will end up being a potential customer. Keep your content fresh and up to date. A display ad campaign can easily erode and annoy an audience no matter how cool the product or service, and no matter how great it did at the beginning. Haven't you gotten tired of seeing an ad piece over and over? This can happen to your audience if you don't change your ad copy from time to time. What you have to do is change the format, the message, and some of the visual aspects of your ads right when you perceive that they have lost their appeal. This will also help you to avoid banner blindness, as people start ignoring ads when they perceive them as utterly repetitive. Familiarize with LinkedIn Ads Units. Familiarize with how ads units are positioned in LinkedIn to have a better grasp of what types of ads you want to show to a given type of LinkedIn user. Ads units, for those that are not familiar with the term, is the name given to the position in which ads are placed in the advertising space. LinkedIn ads units, much like any other display network, are commonly shown on the right, on the top left, and on the bottom. They can also be placed on the top right and be marked as sponsored content. Pay special attention to this, as you will want to position your ads where they're more likely to sell. Do only business and work-related advertising. Business-to-business advertising looks natural and feels right at home in LinkedIn because its members are there in pursuit of very specific and business-oriented goals. Workers advancing in their careers, companies looking for staff, recruiters looking for workers, and people looking after strengthening their professional network. So if you come to LinkedIn to advertise something not work-related or something that will not help anybody to advance in a profession, you will be out of luck and better off trying somewhere else. Know what and when to market. Every type of material that you sell or promote on LinkedIn will have differing rates of outreach. Products more likely to sell on LinkedIn are those that are heavy on valuable content and include stuff such as ebooks and webinars. Those that are more likely to become popular and get shared include articles and infographics. Some tactics that you can use to get leads through product promotion include using white paper pages to capture prospects and getting someone to put a higher up in contact with you so you can conduct a hard sell. Do smart economics. Success with LinkedIn ads is proportional to how much does your product or service cost, as cost per click for dynamic and display ads gravitate between $5 and $8, which is quite high when compared to CPC on other platforms. But bear in mind that if you are selling a business or career-related product, you are more likely to close a sale on LinkedIn than anywhere else. But the catch is that your product has to cost well over $1,000 to see adequate return on investment. If your product costs under $800, your budget might suffer, and you might end up not seeing the results that you wanted to see. Do the tracking yourself. As great as LinkedIn is as an advertising platform, it doesn't include a way to track your advertising campaigns. Such a feature is simply not built in on the platform. But you can nonetheless track your campaigns yourself by collecting the data that LinkedIn does give you, such as CPC and linking a Google Analytics account to your LinkedIn ad campaigns. Optimize your profile for search engines. Optimizing your LinkedIn profile is a great way to boost your marketing campaigns by adding an organic component, such as trying to include your profile in search engines. To do this, you have to include your targeted keywords into the most prominent parts of your profile. Your About section needs special attention, as this is the section of your profile that will be indexed by Google to make your profile rank higher in results pages when someone looks for your targeted keywords. Also, your message needs to be consistent all across the networks it reaches. So make sure to include links to your website and to your social media pages in your profile. Participate. Do not forget that LinkedIn is a social networking platform with an added professional edge, after all. You can add another layer of organic engagement by participating in the community. Keep track of what is being said about your brand. Keep up with your competition and check what is trending in your industry. Make meaningful contributions to the community by giving away something from time to time, as LinkedIn members are more likely to start supporting a business after they start engaging with it.